Captain Larry here with Passage Nautical with a quick run through of some basic knots having to do with stowing lines and securing lines. Just start here with the anchor and the way that the anchor is secured to the boat. One of the things you should always check when you get underway or before you get underway is to check to make sure the bitter end's tied off on the boat. And here we have when I came today, this was tied off with a bowline. It's not a good idea to use a bowline. It's the most overused knot in sailing. It can't untie under tension. That's the critical thing. Another thing is that it reduces the line's holding strength by 1/3. So it's a good idea to use some other knot. The best knot is a round turn of 2/2 hitches, but the second best would be single round turn with a or a half round turn with 2/2 hitches. So that's what we got here. You can see if there was enough room on this eye here, this pad eye, we could take it another lap around and then do the 2/2 hitches, and that would secure it, the bitter end on the anchor line. Okay, let's take a quick look at another use of the round turn and 2/2 hitches. Stay right there. Here's where we're going right here. So right now I've just tied these off. They were tied around here with a clove hitch. One side, one pass on this side, one pass on the other. And not good because it stresses the cable. Encloses it so rust can develop and so forth. When you're washing the boat down at the end of the day, not enough water gets in there to wash the salt out. You've got corrosion building up. And a nice thing about this too is that you can, once you get this tied off and really cinched up nicely, you can adjust the size even on a straight pole, not just here where it's tapered. On a straight pole, you can put it at the height you want it and it'll stay. Okay. All right. So quick look over here.
I just wanted to talk about a few things that's too windy to hear what I'm saying, but sort of the first thing I point out here is that this boat was initially tied up with the breast line on the ring that you see me holding right there, and it caused the line to chafe just above where it's tied off on the cleat now. So if you do tie it off on the ring, always use a round turn and 2/2 hitches. Never use just a single line that goes through with round turns after it, or just always use round turn and 2/2 hitches whenever you use a ring. And what I'm showing here is just the proper way to tie off a cleat, which is always to go to the far side of the cleat. So here in this case, it's leading from the left of me, and I'm tying it off on the right side of the cleat first. And you go just a round turn on the cleat, and then you'll see it cross under, and then do the hitch right after that. It goes pretty fast. There you go. See that? You can play that over and over again if you want, just to get that down. But that's a proper way to tie off a cleat hitch. You don't need any more lines on it, any more wraps or anything else. It'll hold. It reduces the chafe that would happen on it. And right here, I'm doing one bad thing is I'm actually putting the spring line over the top of the breast line, and it's not a great idea. You always want to do a separate place. It'd probably be better to tie that spring line off on that ring with round turn and 2/2 hitches. That'd be the best thing to do. But when you have to, you can go ahead and double them up like this, but try to maybe it would be better to, I'm just showing here, never use a single line for a breast line or a bow line in this case, and a spring line. Don't use the same line. Always use a separate line for both. What it does when you have a lot of strain on the spring line, it binds up the knot, so you either can't get it untied or have to use a marlin spike. So anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.